Good morning. Get me some creamer here. Oh, still need a spoon. Well, I'm stuck with this kind of spoon because all my little spoons are dirty. Yeah, I am. I am seriously backing up here. Honestly, yeah. I was so beat down by the time I got, stuff fit in the freezer. Like, that freezer is beyond stuff packed. I gotta get that turkey out of there, or it's gonna break my freezer, I think. Anyways, so I'm gonna show you something real quick, and then we'll get back down to business. So, my house is a complete disaster. My garbage can is not full though, but look, I still haven't put all this shit away because I was so tired last night. I didn't do anything, and I definitely did not do the dishes. So I cleaned out the refrigerator and set everything on the counter like a doofus and left, just walked away from all of this. This is what happens when you're sick with the illness that I have, because it progresses through the day, right? So by the time I got everything done, shopping and vlogging and posting and oh yeah, no, I hope I didn't just get you dizzy, but I put a majority of it away, right. Had to take this out of the freezer, so I'm gonna have some French toast for breakfast so I don't waste that. Bagels for lunch and some fruit, whatever. So this freezer, I swear to God, that turkey has got to come out. Look at how full. It's just shoved in at every crevice I could shove it. And to be honest, I don't know where the other thing of cookies. Oh, there they are. Okay, so yeah, the door is shoved packed full as well. So look at that poor loaf of bread underneath all that stuff. It's just like, help me. No, if you could see, there's a gap right there. But yeah, like my whipped cream is holding the turkey up for it so it doesn't slide out. Yeah, that turkey's coming out. She's coming out probably tomorrow. But yeah, my house is a disaster. And my teeth are clicking. Now, if I post this video, I mean, I don't know. I just don't even know. My, all my shit is so, oh, telling you. It's backing up on me so bad that I'm getting claustrophobic. And I'm almost in a panic mode. So, the problem is, with everything that's going on here, it could very easily become overwhelming if I look at it as a whole. And I'm standing here, and I'm getting overwhelmed, like, there's no way I can get all this done. There's just no way. However, you got to stop that mindset, and if you're overwhelmed with everything, then you got to close your vision, get your vision to one spot. So, my one spot is getting the dry foods put away. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to look at anything else around me. Then when I'm done with that, next task, put the clean dishes away. So all I'm going to do is focus on that. Next task, wash the dishes that are dirty. So in that order, that's what's going to happen, because I need room over here to set some of the dirty pans. See, the pans don't fit over there very well. So the bigger pans I'll be setting over here. So I need this room. So I put this away. I put the clean dishes away so I can have an empty rack. and then I do the dirty dishes. Those are the 3 tasks that those are in that order. Okay, so that's all I'm going to worry about. Now, when I get done with all that, then I'll probably make myself something to eat. I got to stay healthy, right? So I'm going to make myself some breakfast. And then after I eat breakfast, I will probably relax for a minute or two. And then, oh, I already put coffee in there. I'll see. That's what happens when you're overwhelmed. I am overwhelmed, absolutely. And the problem is I want to get all this stuff done. My head wants to do it, but my body won't allow it. So when I get to a certain pain level, I can't do anymore. I've got to walk away. Oh, you know, that's a little light. This spoon is actually smaller than the other spoon. So I don't even really know what these would be for. Ice cream? Banana splits? Yeah, maybe banana splits. I don't know. It was purchased many, many years ago. I know I say it so hot. They were my mother's. And so I have my mother around me all given times. I do. I really do. I also have a thing that's in my purse. I don't always use it. And I almost lost it. And I think that's why I stopped using it. Was her cigarette case. And it's maroon, and it has a little pocket for the lighter in front. Then you have a little twisty kind of knobbies that click together, and then you go open it up, and yeah, so, and it's like maroon leather. And so I kept it, you know, and I was out one night, and we were right up here at the casino gambling, and I left it at one of the gaming machines. And then I realized I had left it. And I went back to get it, and it was gone. And I asked the guy next to me, I said, "Did somebody take that?" And he said, "Yeah, it was the guy over there." So I walked over to him and I said, "I'm going to need that cigarette case back." And he goes, "Oh, no, what you talking about?" I said, "You know what? Keep the fucking cigarettes. Just give me my case back. That belonged to my dead mother." And he's like, "Oh, okay." I let him keep the cigarettes, so I got my case back, but I lost a pack of cigarettes in the process. Well worth it, absolutely. I bribed him to give it back to me. I said, "Dude, just keep the cigarettes. Doesn't matter. And if you don't give it back to me, I'm going to go to security and have the film looked at, because you're being taped at every corner." I said, you realize there's 1,000 cameras on you at any given moment here, you know? You can't get away with anything. So, and why would you want to? People like that just... I am very curious to see... You know what? I'm going to cut this little thingy off so I can check this out. Because this might be a game changer for me. It was only $5. But what I noticed is the measurement amount is engraved. It can't get just rubbed off like those other things. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. I didn't think it was going to cut it, and it did. Yahoo, thank you, little pair of scissors. Collapsible measuring set. Let's see, where was it made? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, well, unfortunately. No, it's not made here in the United States. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta do it anyways. So what do? Just push it out and it becomes a... Oh God, what have I done? I bet I wasted $5. This doesn't... It doesn't push out because it was crushed. These are already pushed out. That would be not pushed out. So these are already, it's supposed to be. Now I have other spoons. I'm going to test it and make sure it's measuring properly. And if not, I'll take this damn thing back to the store and shove that up your ass. Because the spoons aren't flattening. But when I put them out, they don't look like the right. And there's only 4 spoons. Usually things come with 5, a set of 5. This is only a set of 4 and a set of 4 cups. Now, if these cups don't measure properly, I'm going to be mad because that's pretty cool. How do they do it and still get the right measurement? I mean, see, this is what my daughter would be doing as an actuary. She would say, this is the circumference that you need. This is the depth that you need to make this measure a 1/4 of a cup. Yep, 1/4 of a cup, or 60 milliliters. So that's what has to be done in order to make these things. They have to have all the math done. It all revolves around math. And the company that made these, you can tell, made them very shoddy, very, very shoddy, you know, shoddy, right? Don't be shoddy. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna try them, but I feel like almost like this should be the bottom, not the top. But that's kind of cool. But it better measure properly, and I'll be testing it because I will return this sucker if it doesn't measure properly. So if this company had a good actuary, these would be perfect, right? They would measure properly, collapse properly, and they'll probably, ooh, that one goes 3-fold. 1, 2, and, oh, no, wait. Oh, now I don't know what to do. There we go. There's like, it does it twice, actually. Yeah, so excited to try it. Okay, so we got those. Those need to be, see, so now I want to put these away, and there is absolutely no way that these are going to fit in that drawer. I'm already struggling with that drawer. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean it out. I'm not going to switch it because I really want my foil and stuff over here. So I'm not going to switch it, but I'm going to clean it out and remove some items out of there. Like my emulsion blender doesn't need to be in there. That's going to free up a whole bunch of us. And then the cheese grater thingy or the meat slicer thingy, yeah, that can go somewhere else as well. I got to find some room, but I will find the room. I got that shelf I can clean off. Underneath is, oh my God, I think there's a laptop in there. I do. I'm not sure. I don't know. I do not know for sure. But, so, that's that. Now I have these. I'm forcing myself to clean out that drawer so they can fit. And, yeah, so I'm happy for those. And hopefully I'll be even more happy if they measure properly. And I'm very excited to use this. This is what, a pastry blender? Yeah. Ooh, they're sharp, aren't they? Oh, they're not that. They're a little sharp, but sharp enough to cut that plastic. So I'm excited to use this too. I've wanted one of these for many, many years. Well, not many, many years, but ever since I learned what it was. But I thought I saw somebody mashing potatoes with this as well. So I think you just, I don't know how that's supposed to work, but I like it. So I need to find room for all these as well. These scooper, I don't know if it's going to work. I have no idea if that is going to. It just seems like it's a little shoddy. And then And this, I will be using this. Is it 160? Why is it measuring 160 now? Shouldn't it be measuring nothing at all? I don't know. I'll put it in my armpit and see if it warms up. I'll use it on my armpit and see if it gives me it. Actually, our bodies are not as warm as this. This only goes down as low as 120. Oh, that's what I want it to be at. This is what it's actually at, which is way below the 120, which is probably my body temp. But yeah, this only goes low as 120. So I'd be dead if I had a temperature of 120. Wouldn't we all? Kind of cool. I'm excited for that. All right, so that has given me some motivation. So I got to look for motivation, and I have found it in my new cooking products. So I got 4. I thought I got 3, but I ended up spending $20. They were $5 a piece. So 20 bucks for 4 kitchen tools. That's a good deal. Yeah, that's a good deal. Yeah. So to 6:32, my husband's about ready to go to work. So I'm going to get him off to work. And I'm just going to film everything I do today. Just everything. I'm just going to set it up, and I'll do like one of those fast forward things and just do it really fast. Right? Yeah, so this morning, as you can tell, this is a good cup of coffee this morning. Oh yeah, good cup of coffee this morning. And as you can tell, I need to shower. It is definitely time to shower. And my hair is not really dirty. It's just, you know what, it's staticky. So when I put it and then it goes and gets all this static all over. And then my hair's just sticking straight up, you know? Yeah, so yesterday I battled static, for sure. So I'm like, oh, I just want to wash my hair. Because when I straighten it like this, it, I think, is how it gives it static. But I'm not going to do this one again for a while. Because when I curl it, first day it's kind of tight, then it kind of loosens and loosens up. So it looks like a different style almost every day. This way, this time, I straightened it, and it has been straight every day. It's finally got a little tiny bit of a wave right there, but yeah. Straight again, straight, no. And if I were to curl it now with all the product on it that I have on it, it wouldn't work. The straight part would override anything I wanted to curl. I don't know why. So I'm going to take a shower. But I don't think I'm going to be doing my hair today. I'm just going to put it up in like a bun type thing. Take a shower and be done. So, take a shower, put it up, be done. So I probably will take a shower after I do all the cleaning and stuff. Because, I mean, that's kind of defeats the purpose of cleaning. If you take a shower before you do it, then you're dirty again, right? So, yeah. So, my dog, his bark at the pin drop, and it's at this aggressive running to the door, barking like somebody's trying to break in, you know, like somebody's out there beating on the door with one of those things. No, that is not what's happening. And even if it was, I wouldn't want you to act the way you're acting. I don't want, this is not what I want. So, he's being a little overly protective, I suppose. I don't know. I think because his eyesight is deteriorating, he's listening, and he doesn't quite sure if what he's hearing is what his sight would see. I don't know, but I think it's because his sight is deteriorating and his hearing also. Well, no, his hearing's fine, but he's getting old. So I looked it up, how long he would live, and he is probably not going to live past 14 if he makes it that far. So he's in his last couple of years of his life, and I just want him to be happy, you know, and relaxed and not stressed out. So I'm trying. Okay, got my husband off to work. So he always texts me when he gets there, so I know he got there safe. I don't always answer his text because it's just the same thing every day. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. So at first I was like, awesome, have a great day, love you too. Because it says, I'm here, baby, love you, have a great day. That's in entirety, that's what the text says. So he just like copy paste, doesn't retype it every day. But yeah, so I need to have that comfort that I know that he is there and everything's fine. You know, I mean, he leaves for work, he's gone for 12 hours. And then at 7:20 p.m., I'm like, what? Why isn't he home yet? Right? So then, I don't normally worry about the nighttime kind of thing. I usually wait until like, he'll text me if his relief, because sometimes his relief is late. So he has to stay, or they forgot to schedule somebody for the next shift, so he has to stay until somebody gets there. But is that our car? Yes. That squealing noise you just heard was our car. I think he was turning the wheel too hard. No. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, so the owner has given that particular store to his son, and now it's his son running things. Well, check didn't show up again today. 2 weeks in a row. So, I mean, I don't know what to say about that. So, thank God I had enough money to cover all this food that I bought. So I had enough money in my account, which is just, it's, the money that was in my account was money that I sold a couple of things, put that in the account. So just a little bit of here and there and everywhere. Some of it is, I had some money in another account that I decided to close. I'm not working anymore and I'm sick and I probably will never go back to work. I'm almost 60. This is probably I would say it is a 10-15% chance I'll get better. It's not a very big chance, but I kind of like to lean on those, you know, like the long shots, right? I mean, if I go to the horse races, I am betting on all the long shots because there's going to be a long shot one that day. I just don't know where or when, but so I usually spend a little bit on the long shots every time too. So, because my life has been a long shot, you know. I've had my artery cut open. That was my first brush of death, or almost to death. I actually had an out-of-body experience. That's how close I was to death. And I didn't understand what was happening because I was very young. But I saw the doctor yell at my mom for the tourniquet. I saw and heard. My mom, the doctor, me. I could see me laying in the bed, but it didn't feel like I didn't realize oh, if I'm there, how am I here? Right? That wasn't even a thought or anything. I knew I was there, but I didn't think, then how am I seeing myself, right? So I was very young, and I don't remember much about it other than the doctor was yelling at my mother because of the tourniquet, that um, he thinks that I would lose my leg because the tourniquet wasn't done properly. So, and she's saying, no, that tourniquet saved my daughter's life because you guys were so damn slow. They didn't even have the siren on when they got to my house. That I do remember, because my mom was like, what the hell is that? Oh yeah, she was, because I was bleeding to death. So by the time they got me in the ambulance, I was passed out and my lips were turning blue, and I was still, obviously still breathing, but it was very like not, yeah, I was like dying. And so they got me over to the hospital. They used the siren then. After they picked me up, the hospital was only 5 minutes from the house. So that's why my mother put me in her car and was frantically searching for that car keys that she never did find. And so because the hospital was only 5 minutes away, so she wasn't trying to take on a task that she couldn't complete. Had she found the car keys, I'd have been to the hospital probably 10 or so minutes before I actually got there. So that probably could have saved me from being, I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but I don't know why. Because it's not common practice to give a patient a blood type that's not theirs. So, yeah, made me deathly ill. So I almost died from that, other than bleeding to death. Oh, both of those, it's like, oh, here comes death. Oh, we're going to sever your artery and you're going to die from that at the age of 8. And then it's like, oh, well, you're obviously not going to die from that because you are a strong child. Then we are going to run your blood type out from the hospital out in a day. I was bleeding for 3. So they brought in blood, but it was a hard road to hoe, that's for sure. So I would say 2 brushes towards death on that same day, or that same 3 days or 4 days, whatever it was. But then afterwards, after I'm sitting here, sorry, I promise I won't touch it anymore, good Lord. You've probably already left because of the annoying noise. But if you're still here and enduring the annoying noise, I won't do it anymore. Oops. But when I did get home from the hospital, even though I was still very ill, they let me come home, and so I could be at home and be sick at home and not at the hospital. I think they thought I was going to die. But I was talking to my mother, and I told my mom, I said, I don't want that doctor no more, Mom. And she's like, why? And I said, because he yelled at you. What do you mean? I said, he was yelling at you about the tourniquet, that you almost lost me, my leg, and blah, 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 blah. I saw it and I heard it. And she's like, no, you didn't. You were passed out in the bed. You were not awake at all. I said, no, but Mom, I was standing in the corner. I was in the corner of the room. She's like, what? What the? Are you crazy? No. So she said, you know, I think that was out of body experience. And I didn't really understand what she was saying. And that's really all she said. And then let it go. It was like, if I stop talking now, she will forget about this conversation, you know. So I think that's kind of what happened. But as I got older and older and older, it was always there in my mind, like, what is that? You know, what happened to me? And so then, you know, I just my learning process. You know, and then I think I was probably 16, 15 or 16 when I realized what actually had happened that day. So I was like, oh, about an experience, yeah, okay. And then, pretty sure this is how my life got all fuckered up. But when I was 15, my stepbrother and sister, they were twins. They were my stepfather's biological children. And so it was a boy-girl twin. And I'm not saying past tense because I'm pretty sure they're still alive somewhere out there in the world. And I certainly wouldn't mind saying, hey, giving them a hug, right? Because they were my half sister and brother, right?